Thank you, Eliza. That was inspirational. We've got some great pitch winners. We've got some great businesses that are starting. Good things are happening here in New North. But it's not just the pitches. The New Launch Alliance has been a mentor with New North in the Green Bay Packer Mentor Protege program for several years. Here to tell us more about this impactful initiative is Anna Steinfest.
First of all, I have to thank Barb, who has been mentoring our program for multiple years. I have to thank a lot of the organizations who have been supporting us throughout the years. SBDC, we have WPI, we have St. Norbert College, and we have, I know I'm missing a lot of you out there, but we are very grateful that you helped us. So, as you know, that the Green Bay Packers are the only NFL team that is owned by our community. And as we, the owner, have that privilege, the Packers, though, they give back to our community a lot. And this is the Green Bay Packer Mentor Protege program is the initiative they have established over 13 years ago to give back to the business community. They understand the power of creating a very strong business ecosystem and supporting the businesses. So what is the Green Bay Packer Mentor Protege program? This program matches established large businesses with emerging small businesses who are beyond the startup stage. So by doing that, and as you can imagine, if you have a coach, you're more likely to reach your goals compared to if you don't have a coach. Like if you go to the gym, if you don't have personal trainer, I'm sure you know what to do, but if you have a personal trainer, you're more likely to succeed. So that is the premises of this program. The benefits for the mentors and the proteges are incredible. The mentors, and I know that Barb mentioned before that when she was referring to Julie, that she learned a lot from her proteges. So the mentors learn a lot from the businesses and vice versa. The proteges in the program learn and grow within the business. We have been very successful throughout our 12 years completed and in our 13th year. And why we're successful? Because of the process we have. Our process is very simple. However, it's a three-pronged process where the first step is your online application. The second step is we call this meet and greet, or we call it draft day. As you can imagine, everything is connected with the football. And the last step is where the board and the board decides who they're going to match. And so if you would like further information, you can always go at thepackers.com under their community page. You'll be able to find us and find a lot more information about the program. I don't want to bore you. I know it's pretty much the end of the day. And I can tell you about the program, but I am administrator. So I never been inside the program to tell you the experience which you'll have. So what we will do today is I would like to introduce you to one of our current protege participant, Amy Woods. She's the owner of FAVORYT brand, and she will tell you more about her journey. And before I give her the mic, I just want to congratulate her because she just received $30,000 grant from Hy-Vees, and she received also the entrepreneurial award from the chamber.
All right, so good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for having, I would say us, but I'm missing my better half today, who's also my co-owner. He is working his real job still. So thank you, Anna, for welcoming us into the Packer Mentor Protege program. It has been amazing for us, just the connections that we've made everything we've learned, the huddles that caused me to think deeper and broader about our business, and then just getting the random emails of, hey, I was thinking about your business and here's a tip. It's just been phenomenal. So thank you so much for welcoming us, and thank you, Barb, for having us. I got blessed with, I say I hit the jackpot with the mentor. Barb is my mentor, and so thank you so much for everything you've done for us. So before I jump into our slides here and share a little bit more about our business, just want to share a bit about me. So again, my husband and I are founders. My husband's name is Josh. You'll usually see us together. And we have 4 children. Before I went full-time into Favorite brand, I was working in transportation. So I went to school for business and worked in operations at Schneider for about 8 years. And then a short time, just part-time at Paper Transport before moving full-time into Favorite brand. So I'll share a little bit about the company. Our mission is to provide men, women, and children natural body care products that leave them feeling confident and comfortable. We make hair and skin products that not only reduce itch and discomfort, but are ultra moisturizing for dry and sensitive skin. Lastly, we're dedicated to using high quality natural ingredients. So we were founded in 2021 out of necessity. My husband, when I met him, had braids, and by the time he was 22, he was bald. So he decided to grow out a big beard to kind of bring back his confidence at that time, and was struggling to find a beard oil and beard care regimen for his sensitive skin. So it would leave him feeling, he'd have beard dandruff, itch, and our family in general was struggling with sensitive skin and finding good products for that. So we do formulate and bottle our own products currently. So that is him all dressed up. Last year we moved into an operating facility in the heart of Green Bay, and that's where we were making our products. So we started out with just beard oils, beard wash, and then my husband had an idea. He hated the idea of those messy beard balms, the waxes that were hard to get out. If he was all dressed up, he'd end up making a mess with stuff. So he came up with an idea for an all-in-one beard balm stick that had a brush on the other end. And he was like, it would be so cool if that was a concept. I'm sure somebody's already got that idea. So we did some research and found out there really was no such on-the-go beard styling tool. So we were able to get with some engineers, got to 3D printing some stuff, and our 10-year-old actually helps run the 3D printer now that creates that little attachment piece right there. So it is an all-in-one beard balm stick with a brush. We do sell that on Amazon as well as some of our other products. So as I mentioned, our family struggled with sensitive skin, and my husband's the youngest of 8. So we have a lot of people that were struggling with sensitive skin contacting us. We need something for eczema. So I'm not sure if any of you know, but eczema is more common among Black children than any other race. And not only is it more common, but it can be very, very severe by the time it's caught. So our community was just struggling. So 15 to 20% of people worldwide suffer from eczema. 90% of cases appear by age 5. In most cases, children do outgrow it, but there are adults that struggle with it as well. We have parents, distraught parents that come and say, I'm getting no sleep, my baby's up itching all night, in tears. I mean, it can be really devastating to people and their quality of life. So we came out with the Soothe Stick. So the Soothe Stick is formulated to literally target dry patches. This is actually our top seller on our website. It relieves itch and irritation, helps smooth out dry patches. It is a very gentle formula. We have people who use it on newborns. It's 100% nut-free, 100% natural, non-medicated. And the best thing about it is it's compact and mess-free. So with 2 toddlers at home, I did not want to deal with the messy lotions because it's just, it creates chaos. So, but they also want to do things themselves. So this gives them the independence to moisturize on their own. But we're also hearing parents that are saying that their children are caring for their skin better. They're more mindful when they feel they're itchy or dry. They run and grab their Soothe Stick and handle it on their own. So it's a lot of independence there. And then we do have the nighttime version as well because, bedtime routines, toddlers. But I use it for myself too. So here's just some before and after pictures. So this is kind of like I said, our top product right now, just because the results truly speak for themselves. Everything from sunburn, bug bites, psoriasis, and just dry skin in general. This is my husband's personal favorite, the cocoa stick. So I know many of you are probably familiar with Vaseline and the cocoa butter Vaseline. And he used to lather himself and our kids in that until he realized it was clogging their pores, greasy, not actually moisturizing or good for their skin. So then he came out with the cocoa stick. The cocoa stick is our top seller on Amazon. So we are constantly having to restock. We do have them fulfill that for us. But that is another top product for us. And then we have the Arctic Hair and Skin Oil. So this all-in-one oil, what's cool about it is it's a non-greasy formula. So it absorbs into your skin right away without leaving that greasy cast that people are kind of afraid to deal with when it comes to face oils. And it's formulated, again, with the blue tansy oil, which has anti-aging properties, anti-inflammatory, helps clear acne-prone skin. So that is one of our stellar products for sure. And then we're going to move over into the hair care. So, like I said, I have 2 daughters who are doing everything: gymnastics, dance, school, all the things. And by the time we'd get there, their hair would be a mess. So we thought, wouldn't it be cool to have that same concept of the man on the go for the ladies with the hair? So we developed the Stay Stick. The formula is a little bit different to offer more of a hold, but basically it's a hair wax stick on one end with the brush attached to the other. So there's 2.5 ounces in there. That can last anybody, from 6 months to a year, really. And it's, again, 100% natural, so you don't have to worry about the irritation around the edges, especially for little kids. And best part, it's, again, mess-free. So no messy gels, no digging for a brush. So it's just a lifesaver for me. It's funny to me when I'm scrolling through Facebook and I see posts like, I can't believe I forgot my Stay Stick at home. I'm never forgetting it again. So people really are depending on it. They keep it in their purses, their car, to lay down those flyaway hairs on the go. So we usually recommend pairing it with our natural refresher. So our refresher is just sold on our website right now, but it has ingredients to help promote growth, great for in-between washes, detangler. We have kids use it, adults. So it's overall just a really effective product for keeping your hair fresh. So this year, actually, May 12th, we just opened our first brick and mortar. So this was a huge step for us. We had mostly been selling online direct to consumer, using platforms like Amazon, Etsy. We are wholesaling to barbershops, salons. We'll soon be in Hy-Vee after that pitch competition that helped us out tremendously. But this is a little snippet of our store. Here's some pictures from our grand opening. It was a lot of fun. Our store has become sort of a safe space for adoptive parents, parents of biracial children, foster parents, to come and learn really about the hair care. We get them connected with stylists in the area, dermatologists if they need it. So just becoming a safe space to ask questions regarding hair and skincare for their children. And that is all I have for you today. A couple of things I just wanted to close with. She had mentioned pitches that we've participated on. We were also on Project Pitch It. We did win the grand prize there, as well as for the Hy-Vee pitch. And then we do donate, if you purchase anything to go to Freedom House, it's 40% off. So we cover 40% of that purchase, and we can deliver it to them for you, or we ship it directly to them for you. And then I'm also on the board of Love in the Skin I'm in, and we donate 5% of proceeds from the Stay Stick to that organization. That organization seeks to empower and uplift Black and Brown youth in our area. So it hits home for me and our family especially. I do have our Instagram and our Facebook handles down there. Our website is www.myfavoritebrand.com. And I just wanted to remind you to stick to natural. Take care of your skin. It's your largest organ. And thank you so much for having me today.
Thank you, Amy, for that incredible presentation. Thank you for what you do Thank you to the Packer Mentor Protege program for what it continues to do. So I'm all that stands between you and there. So I'm going to make this very short. Thank you all for your engagement and what you do here in the community for entrepreneurship. Please feel free to join us upstairs, and I'm hoping we beat the New Manufacturing Alliance folks. We're done a little early, so even if the food and drinks aren't up there'll still be cool stuff. So there will be food, drinks, and conversation while viewing the cool stuff gallery. So you'll be able to see all the great things that are happening. We will also be entertained by Shane Connolly, local singer-songwriter. We would like to thank USI Insurance Services for being our reception sponsor this afternoon. I'd like to thank all of you for being here today. Thank you for what you do. Have a great afternoon.